that by the end of this video, you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you doing, how's your skin, how's your hair. Introduce yourself down below in the comments. If you're a returning subscriber, shout out to you. I just love knowing that we get to grow as a family together, and that is the best feeling ever. Let me know what y'all are interested in, how y'all feel about the content, anything that y'all want to see, drop it down in the comments below so that I can get on those things for y'all and bring y'all new content every week. So yes, I appreciate all of you. Today we are going to be doing something a little different. I have been doing my natural hair. I'm still going to do my natural hair today, but I am going to incorporate some bundles. Y'all do not scream. Do not arrest me. Do not send the police. Do not send the ambulance. I don't need no saving. Yeah, so this hair I bought a while ago, like over a year ago, and I'm going to use this today in my style. This hair is a Malaysian curly grade 7A Brazilian hair. The hair is really, really nice, y'all. I promise. We're gonna comb through it and we're gonna get it right before we do the install. I'm gonna show y'all that process as well. So if you have any lingering extra bundles or hair at home, go ahead and bring that to the table so that you can refresh the hair and we can reuse it in this style. So I'm sure as y'all have seen from the thumbnail, I am going to be doing a high bun. I don't know where y'all living at, but in Houston, Texas, it is getting hot. You hear me? Like above 90s already, and we have not even peaked in summer yet, okay? So I need to get all this hair off of my neck, and anyone else that has natural hair probably understands, like, it is just too hot to have it. So I'm gonna pull it all the way up and put it in this nice bun situation. So if you are interested in seeing that, make sure to keep watching this video because bun is life for summer, okay? Like, bun is gonna be life. It's gonna stretch our hair a little bit. We're gonna get some length by the end of the summer, but also we're not gonna be hot and we still gonna be popping. We still gonna be looking good. The first thing that you wanna do is get this hair untangled, right? So we're gonna start off by first brushing through this hair. I've already started some of the process, but we can do some of it together as well. It's pretty basic, there's no science to it. You're just gonna brush through the hair. You can be gentle, it's not yours. You really don't have to, just get all the way through the bottom of the hair. Also do be careful a little bit though, because you know, if you brush this hair too hard, it's gonna start slipping off the webs and you're gonna get a lot of break. So after combing through your hair, you're gonna go ahead and take your spray bottle and just lightly wet the hair. You don't have to soak it, but go ahead and wet the hair. And then run your brush comb back through. This will make sure that we evenly distribute the water, or if you're using the conditioner, the water mixture throughout the hair, bringing the texture of the hair, the original texture, back to the hair. Okay guys, so after wetting your hair and going through the revitalizing process, go ahead and just lay your hair to the side. That way you can start the air drying process. That way hopefully the curls that you're using can mimic the natural hair that you have, depending on your hair texture. So with mine, it's gonna match pretty good. I've used this hair before again. I do know that it is a different color. Do not worry about it being a different color. It's gonna look like more of an ombre effect for me. Y'all can also try this at home if you want. Just go ahead and dye the hair in an ombre effect, making sure that the roots are dark where the ends are more lighter. That way it can blend with your hair from the root, and it can just look like it has grown out from the other color that you have. So next up, while that is drying, we're gonna get this, we gotta get this together, because this is gonna be the work. This is the gist of the work that you're gonna be doing. It's just making sure that you have a hairband. It can be black if your hair is black. It can be like blonde if you have blonde hair. Just get something that actually matches your hair color. I find that that works better when doing styles like this, and just styles in general, unless you really just want that hair bow to show.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Okay, so next thing that we're gonna do is just split my hair in half. Again, I have a lot of hair. This is natural hair. This is not freshly washed hair. I tend to not do my high ponytails on freshly washed hair, just because I feel like my hair at that point is just in a very soft state, and I don't want that tension on my hair early on, and I just prefer to do it after my hair has dried and had some product sit in it for a while. I know some people may want to apply like a moisturizer before they do that style. That's okay if you want to. I'm not gonna do that again because this is from a wash and go. I have a lot of moisture already in my hair, and I have low porosity hair, so it's not gonna retain the product anyways. It's kind of just gonna sit there on top of my head, where I don't want that. For this style, I'm only doing it to make my wash and go last a little bit longer. That way I don't have to wash my hair sooner than a week's time, which I prefer not to do, just so that I can keep the natural oils and things in my hair and not strip my hair. So after sectioning that first portion, as y'all can see, I really just put half of it up and then the rest is down. I'm gonna start actually first at the bottom, and I'm just gonna be applying some gel at the back of my hair and moving the remainder of my hair upward, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be applying the Wet Lime Xtreme gel. I'm gonna take about this much. Y'all can see that. And I'm gonna start by applying that to the nape of my hair. So after that, I'm gonna take my bristle brush and brush my hair upward. Now that I have brushed all that hair upward, I'm just going to put another hair tie on it where my top portion stops. So I'm just gonna put this up here in an upward direction. Nothing perfect about it yet. I'm actually gonna put in like a little bun, just so that this hair back here can begin to mold and kind of stay up while I work on the front, because we know that this is the most important. So guys, true story, I used to never wear my hair up in a bun, let alone out of my face. And that pretty much stemmed a lot from just like childhood things where people would either make jokes about how big my forehead was or is, doesn't matter, so on and so forth. And the funny thing is that it wasn't really kids that teased me, it was more so like family members just joking around. And while I know they're joking, you know, it kind of impacts your self-esteem a little bit as a child. And so after that, I kind of just went into a thing of like always wearing my hair down. I always had to have a bane or a swoop or something like that. And yeah, now that I'm older, I'm just like, it doesn't matter. But yeah, it just reminded me, like, as a kid, like, you're so impressionable, and I would recommend just any parents or any uncles or aunts, like, do not make fun of your kids, your nieces and nephews, your family members' features, because at the end of the day, those things are ingrained in their mind. They're gonna remember them, and not everyone always, you know, makes it out. Like, some people fall into depression. A lot of people do it jokingly, but just be mindful of things like that. Like, I know it's it's cool, like you give them some tough skin, but also like you might impact them in their high school years, and they may turn into insecure, and they may turn to all these different things trying to relieve that insecurity. And so I would just recommend that you be mindful of those things, and that instead of making jokes about them, that you actually empower them and you tell them how beautiful they are, how gorgeous they are, and how God created them just exactly the way that they're supposed to be. And yeah, there's my little rant. That's not what this video is about. But anywho, going to the front section, I'm going to again get my Wetline Extreme Gel and start applying that along my edges. Now guys, depending on where you want your bun, this part can vary and you have full creativity with this process. I want mine a little bit more closer at the tip of my forehead versus hanging further back. So I'm gonna pull mine up pretty high. One other thing that I would also recommend before even tying your hair down, do not tie your ponytails so tight that you get a headache. Like that leads to breakage, that leads to alopecia, like so many things that will lead to, because the tension is too much on your hair. Your hair does not have to be super tight for it to be laid, trust me. So whenever doing this process, make sure that you decide where you want your bun to be, but also remember that you do not have to have this super tight ponytail in order to slay. So I'm going to untie my back ponytail. Yo, I got so much hair, Jesus. Roll it out up here. And then you'll take your ponytail holder and tie that ponytail. Okay guys, so I'm going to be leaving my curly hair out for this look, just because we're gonna end up wrapping this into a bun anyways. So what I'm gonna do is take a double weft and wrap it around starting from the back. I'm gonna take this one piece of the weft and just slightly wrap it around just to secure it, going under and going back around. And then I'm gonna proceed with wrapping the other bundle around. And I know y'all can't see it right now because all y'all can see is likely my hair, but you'll start to see it in a little bit. And also don't wrap this too tight because it will also give you a headache. Okay guys, so after pinning in your bundle, go ahead and take a bobby pin and stick it where you ended the bundle for security as well. And you can also take that piece and wrap it. I'm not gonna do that just because we're gonna be doing some more wrapping. I'm gonna go ahead in with my weave brush and just comb through the hair that I just added. For wrapping this hair into a bun, I'm going to take out a piece of hair from the back section. I am going to start roping it into a bun. This is not going to be perfect the first time you do it, so just keep playing with it and find your best ball kind of look. Okay, so after getting your perfect ball kind of look, go ahead and take that back piece of hair that was left out, comb it, and then just wrap it around. This is more for security purposes versus actually creating a style, because you cannot see it because of course your bun is pretty big. And just rope that around to the back. I'm doing more of a messy bun look, so I am going to have some fly curls flying out. So next up, we cannot forget the baby hairs, right? So go ahead, take some more of your Wet Lime Xtreme gel, go around those edges. I like to wet mine first before I actually pull them out. And then I'm gonna be using my edge brush. I really like this brush. I'm gonna pull out some of the baby hairs. And then just proceed to laying them how you feel best. Alright guys, this is the final look of this video. Please remember that I only use one bundle for this look, so you do not need to use more unless you're using like straight hair. And it's so quick to do. It's such an easy style. It's so summer fun. I feel like I should be on a date or something. So make sure that you use this for your summer protective styles.